It's 4:10 now.
Yeah, it's picking up now.
So yeah.
What is up, gang?
We
Welcome back to another football show, season Trey.
3, I guess 3. Yeah.
Hooray.
Season 3. We're all finally back in studio
Yep.
after a lot of technical difficulties with stingers,
bro.
asset sizes.
Don't get me started.
Pretty much, they don't want us here, but we're here.
Snubbed in the award show last year.
Snubbed in the award show last year, even though we had the best numbies. Pretty much our host hates us, our program host. I'm not sure why. We're going to give you guys the best content we can, and we are having a great football season. We're headed into week 8.
Yep.
Already.
That's one more than 7.
That is true.
There you go.
It's Thursday night football. We got Bucks versus the Bills.
Yes, sir.
Bills
Yeah.
team. Pretty much, we had a good slate of games last week. Last Thursday, about a week ago.
A decent slate.
What-
You're
was,
saying a good slate because your Ravens went
That's
crazy.
what I'd say about decent.
I thought a lot of the matchups last week were good too, though. No?
Compared to just the Ravens. I think that was the biggest blowout game.
100%. That was the best game we could have played. Lamar looked so comfortable in the pocket. The team looked amazing on both sides of the ball. Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen are the best linebacker duo in the league. 100%.
Are you claiming that statement?
It's a fact at this point.
If we were to ask Ian Rappaport, do you think he'd say the same thing?
Yeah. You know I have a Rappaport Connect. That's how I
do,
get all
that's
the...
true.
Yeah.
Can you name a better linebacker duo right now, though?
Nope.
Okay.
That's just a testament
no,
to how good the Ravens defense is, right?
Yeah.
Not all of us in this room have good defenses either.
2 of us do.
You're right.
We
two
know
of us
I
do,
have
dude.
one. So you guys talk
we're
about
not going to talk
who's
about who
that.
the second one is. Phil, do you know what Kit does every time the Ravens score a touchdown?
Do I know what Kit does? What do
Yeah.
you mean by define?
So Kit's thing this year is every time the Ravens score a touchdown, Kit takes a shot.
Oh, that's not terrible, but oh wait.
So this past Sunday, how many touchdowns did the Ravens have in the first half?
In the first half, they had 3, I believe.
They had 3 touchdowns.
Mm.
In the whole game, they had 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So at, I don't know, 3:30 on Sunday afternoon, Kit was about 4 shots deep.
You're feeling nice, huh?
Well, I had to, every time I would pour one up, I'd be like, this one's to Lamar. This one's to Mark Andrews. Nelson Aguilar, he got one too. So that was awesome. I didn't expect starting it, though, that we would have the best offensive game of the season because the Ravens are usually a 2-touchdown score team. So for us to slaughter the Lions, Lion tastes good. It was awesome.
That's like from the other guys.
Yeah.
You know what? Lion tastes good. Sorry.
No, it was amazing though, because I feel like Lions are a top 4 or 5 team.
Lions are
top 3 in the NFC at least. So to have a staple win like that,
Top 3 in the NFC? Yes, they are.
this guy
Yeah.
take the.
I'd put him top 5 for sure. Top 3. You're
In the NFC.
I know what you're saying.
San Francisco, Philly,
I'd put,
Detroit. Who would you put above Detroit?
Right.
Go
like,
ahead, say it, Dan.
I would more confidently right now. I'm taking Dallas's roster over Detroit's.
God, the team that lost to Arizona. Wow.
Yikes.
I'm just saying,
Yikes.
it's just not a bad point though. If you look at Dallas's roster compared to Detroit's roster, top to bottom, I'm taking Dallas to make me a deep
I
playoff
don't care
run. I
about the
understand.
rosters. I care about how they play.
I know,
Trayvon
but
Diggs is
listen
the
to
most
me.
overrated cornerback in the league.
He's not even playing on their team this year anymore, so it doesn't even matter.
I know, but I'm just saying, these names, Dak Prescott, they're all bad. Everyone on Dallas is bad, except for CeeDee Lamb. There's nobody else on that team I genuinely would ever want.
You're right. Micah Parsons is just useless.
Okay.
I'm just
I was
saying. No,
thinking
you're right though.
offense. I
No,
was thinking
but I'm
offense,
just
but
saying. You said no one else on the team.
MAGA Parsons.
Holy shit! Sorry.
You're right.
MAGA
Yeah, I'm good.
Parsons is good, but I don't know. Him and CD, besides those two, I wouldn't even want Tony Pollard.
That's crazy.
No, I would want Tony Pollard from last year, but I would not want Tony Pollard from this year. I would not want Austin Eckler from this year either.
Well, no.
I haven't heard his name.
Well, he hasn't played a lot either.
Okay, but
He's been a
still
little
remember his
injured.
name.
No, because he sucks right now.
Yeah.
A little washed, some would say.
So
Yeah.
the Jaguars played the Saints last week. Jaguars won 31-24.
Was that in London? Or no, they were done their London games.
No,
at that
they're done
point.
London now.
In the London games. I don't know if you guys watched that game at all, but there was a lot of heat because there was a route that Olavi had where he's sprinting and then he just stops out of nowhere And then after the play, Derek Carr is like freaking out, like verbally swearing at Olavi. You could easily like read his lips. And then everyone's like, "Oh, Olavi, like how do you like give up on the play like that?" Regardless of him giving up on the play or not, Derek Carr sailed the ball like 30 yards past him out of bounds anyways. But I think the whole Derek Carr thing in New Orleans is horrible. It's a terrible environment, and they would be way better off with Jameis Winston.
I agree.
I don't know about like way better off, but I don't like Derek Carr in New Orleans. I don't know who else could come in and fix that, but I don't know if Jameis is your guy either. I don't know.
New Orleans has some guys. Like I think they're just a quarterback away from being like winning the division by a large margin. Like Alvin Kamara coming back from the suspension, like he's been great.
He's
Like
been
a
very
dog.
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love him right now.
Yeah.
On my fantasy too. Can't complain with that. But think about quarterbacks in the league. Like go to any team right now, or look through any team besides the guys that are not getting traded away or whatever. They're untouchables. Who would New Orleans bring in? Who else is there? Kaepernick?
I was literally
Carson Wentz. Like, what do you think Carson Wentz is done in the NFL?
Dude, he was talking about going to the
Yeah.
Jets too, but there's no way he's gonna go back to the. He's not gonna come back.
Yeah.
Like there's just. I think he's.
He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
He's
He didn't.
not, though.
He didn't play in the Super Bowl, but he played the full season.
and more MVP votes than Russell Wilson has ever had.
True.
Those are two good things to have on your Hall of Fame resume, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I just think he's just done now. He's just not. He's past his prime. He's past the game. I don't think Wentz can make a comeback. You see guys stay in the league for too long, and for that reason they go on to be journeymen, backup guys. Cam Newton's the same sort of situation.
Yeah, but can you escape the journeyman label? Like is Baker Mayfield escaping the journeyman label?
I don't know, but I don't know
he's
if
a
Like if he
journeyman.
sticks in Tampa for the next while, which it looks like he's kind of thriving in. The last 2 weeks have been amazing. Obviously, they lost to the Falcons last week, but I think Baker's their guy.
Yeah, but also, he's been in the league since 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what his fourth team.
Yeah,
Cleveland,
Carolina, Rams, Bucks.
Bucks.
Yeah,
fourth.
that's a journeyman.
Now there's question of like, did Cleveland release him too early? He did win them their playoff game for the first time in a really long time.
Yeah, they were what 11-5 that year. That was before they brought back.
goes to
17
Carolina. That was just a complete mess.
Yeah.
And then goes to LA. Obviously, it's Stafford's job. Stafford's just hurt.
Yeah.
That was temporary. So now he's with the Bucks. I truly think that journeyman label could not stick. I think he's going to be with the Bucks for a while.
Well, yeah, okay. So that's the thing. If he stays with the Bucks for a while, then because right now he has that label,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but if he pans out to be their guy, as you're saying, then I think that label can come off. But right now he's a journeyman. If we
Yeah.
see him in the Bucks for another 3-4 years, he's no longer a journeyman.
I feel like journeyman has like such a negative connotation to it, where like you hear a player as a journeyman, you probably think they're not good.
Wait, look at Josh Johnson.
Fair. Or even like Tyrod Taylor, maybe.
I would say
Sure.
Tyrod's a journeyman.
He's a journeyman, yeah.
Yeah. And
I think
like,
the greatest NFL journeyman's got to be Fitzpatrick, though, right?
yeah.
Yeah. The greatest in terms of accomplishments or in terms of like.
The guy's just been everywhere.
The guy just literally played on every single team.
The next game was Raiders-Bears. Bears 30, Raiders 12. Are the Bears back?
Were the Bears ever even? Were the Bears here at
Bro,
all?
No,
I was really optimistic about the Bears this season. I thought they were going to be way better than they were, especially going into week 1. Now we're in through 7 weeks. So for them to beat the Raiders, though, by 30-12, that's
But again, are the Raiders anything? They don't even like their own coach.
fair.
The Raiders are might be one of the worst franchises to be drafted into in the most recent years because there's just downhill from here. They have literally nothing.
They ruined
They can't
Henry
afford to.
Ruggs.
They can't afford
Mhm.
well that they can't afford to fire their head coach. Anyone they draft in the first 2
like they
rounds,
quite
is-
literally can't
they
afford.
they quite
right?
literally cannot
Yeah.
afford to. They literally can't.
I
Yeah.
think they made a statement as well last week. Like Devontae Adams will not be traded at trade deadline.
They did that kind of pissed me off because I want him, but
Yeah.
I mean I don't know how like reliable him not being traded are. You see that all the time. Guys told they're not going to be traded, and then they get traded.
That's a good point.
So
That's a good point.
it's about a mix of both. But I don't know. The Raiders are not a good franchise to be a part of right now.
Giants got a win.
Yeah.
Commanders,
Yeah.
division rival.
Very happy about that.
14-7.
Our defense played very good that game. Tyrod, got to give him credit too. Tyrod, he's making those throws that Jones isn't making.
Mm-hmm.
He's throwing those deep balls to Jalen Hyatt, who's the guy that we drafted specifically to catch those deep routes. And he was targeted 4 times on deep routes, caught 2 of them, one of which he dropped. One of them he dropped in the end zone, and the other one I think he also dropped. But Tyrod, he has that veteran experience to be like, to know when to make a throw. Jones is still iffy with the ball. I love Jones, don't get me wrong. I'll stand by him I'll stand by him for now. But yeah, no, that was a great win. That was I don't think it was a statement win. I think it was just a good win.
Just a good win.
It would have been a statement the week prior if we had beat the Bills. That would have been a statement.
You almost did.
We
But
almost did.
is it
We-
a statement to say, hey, last week we fell short to the Bills, but we put up a great fight. Next week we beat the Commanders, division rival. Does the future, it's not playoff bright, but 3-4 maybe more wins this year?
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
We do have the toughest schedule in the league, though, I think.
Maybe Philly has a tougher one.
Oh, true.
I don't know what the percent.
But I mean, toughest schedule is kind of like up for interpretation in some ways.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not easy. We still have to play Philly twice and Dallas one more time. I know that. We have the Jets this weekend. Would have been more of a problem if they still had Rodgers. But I don't think it's going to be...
There's like a thing where if Zach Wilson has a headband on, he plays way worse than if he doesn't. So I'm hoping Sunday he has no headband because I want him to dominate the Giants.
Thanks.
Someone's got to own New Jersey.
It's a good point.
That's true. I wonder what fans... how am I going to word this? What fan base will be there... Hold on.
More?
Yeah.
I think I know what you're trying to say.
Jets fans or more Giants fans?
I think it's the same as like the Mets and the Yankees.
It's like the SoFi dilemma. Chargers.
Well, no,
Rams.
because the Chargers have no fans. The Chargers have literally no fans.
Bolt up.
I'm just saying the Chargers have no fans. But anyways, you're right.
Probably
I'm trying to
Giants?
think. I think more Giants.
Giants, yeah. I've only been to Giants away games, and there have been so many Giants fans in attendance. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, you guys travel. Well, yeah.
But is every fan base like that?
Well, from what I've seen too, I think so, right?
I think with
Bills
that, though,
travel,
like
but-
there's probably like Reddit group chats being like, "Hey guys, like away game, let's carve out this section."
Or like Facebook groups?
No,
Yeah.
there's I know this because I'm part of. there's like a I know.
Bills Mafia
I know.
guys.
No, there's literally like a Bills Mafia Twitter thing. It's like a community on Twitter, whatever
Yeah.
those are called. And they'll literally people will put like in like sections of where they're buying or what games they're going to away, and then people like connect through that way and stuff like tailgate parties, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Twoo.
it's pretty cool. Well, I guess we'll talk about the Bills then this week. 29-25.
We don't have to talk about
loss
them if we
the
don't want to.
Patriots.
We really don't have
The
to talk
Bills
about them.
are so back to being garbage. This is awesome. Let's just hear your thoughts.
Okay, I
first.
wouldn't say we're back to being garbage. I don't want to put that out there because I don't think we are back to being garbage currently. We're still sitting second in the AFC East. We're only one game short of Miami, and they're eventually going to fall back because we're going to play them again. But our offense is not anywhere it needs to be. It was hard watching the game on Sunday because you go into halftime not scoring a point for the first time in like 5 years. I think that was literally the stat, and I'm like, okay, so we need a little wake up call because we only scored 14 points against the Giants last week,
That was
and we
your
just
first time
won
not getting a point in the half.
in the half since 2018.
Wow.
The Giants did that 3 weeks in a row.
Well, I know that's what I mean.
just wanted to
So
throw that
it was
out
kind of
there.
painful
Thanks.
to see that.
Thanks for that.
And then we're kind of getting something going, and then when it's just our offense has no creativity right now, and it sucks because it hurts when the other team already knows what you're gonna do before you do it. Like when I see Diggs line up,
He's mad.
he's running out, and he drops his mouth guard. I know they're running the ball. And there's still 25 seconds left on the play clock. I know they're running the ball.
So who does the finger get pointed at? Josh Allen?
It's
or
not
Sean
Josh.
Sean
Neither. It's
McDermott?
Ken Dorsey, our offensive coordinator. Because Sean, I don't know.
I think it's Josh's
No,
fault.
people that are blaming our defense, it's not Josh's fault. Do not tell me it's Josh's fault. It is
But
not
if
Josh's
you're the
fault.
guy, so the thing with Josh Allen, when he says, "Hey," he gets the ball.
Yeah.
And then once he gets the ball, it seems like bad things always happen. How do you even explain that?
Well, I don't know. Can you explain the bad things always happen? Because can you go through his
Josh
numbers the past
Allen-
couple weeks and tell me what bad
He
things have
throws
happened?
interceptions.
He had bad
This is just
numbers
a
against the
known
Giants.
thing.
He did have bad numbers against the Giants, but that's
Yeah.
but
So literally there's the answer.
But I'm not-
Who's that
but
guy
it's
in the
not on
Jets?
Josh,
His
though.
last name's White, like the corner.
On
The one who picked them
Jets?
off 3
Oh,
times.
Jordan Whitehead.
Yeah, so he had something in his contract that said if you get 3 interceptions, you get your incentive bonus.
Got in the first
Josh
game,
Allen
bro.
just paid that guy.
Yeah.
I want to say like over $250K.
He might as well just send him an e-transfer.
Yeah, so that's why Josh Allen, it's all his fault. He literally is the most reckless quarterback in the league, but constantly gets a free pass. When are we going to give him the Dak
see, that's
Prescott
not true.
treatment?
That is
Like,
completely not true. Go to
he
no.
hasn't won anything.
No. The only quarterback in this league that gets a free pass for doing anything is Patrick Mahomes. I don't care what anyone says. For doing a free pass, if you're talking about a free pass, it's Patrick Mahomes. There is no other quarterback in the league
but
that
the
gets.
difference between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, one of them have a heavier hand because Patrick Mahomes has more rings.
There you go. It's fine.
So
But see, now even
he's
you're
the
on
best
this.
quarterback in the league.
That's
of course
fine.
he gets a pass.
That's fine. Well, I mean, just it's not. I'm just saying, from a Bills fan's perspective, I don't think it's Josh's fault.
How can you even say Patrick Mahomes gets a free pass and Josh Allen doesn't? The Chiefs won last week against the Chargers by a blowout. Like Patrick Mahomes is that guy.
I'm not, but I'm
Well,
not saying he's not.
It's actually because of Taylor Swift.
Well, there's that too.
You
which
guys
isn't
realize
fair,
that, right? You guys realize that Taylor Swift is the reason that the Chiefs are
On the map.
still hanging on.
Well, last year we
And on the map.
had a little bit about when Travis Kelce went on SNL, and we were talking about, is he actually funny or athlete funny? So
He's funny.
he must be funny if Taylor Swift wants to get with him, because
True.
we all know chicks love funny guys.
Yes.
So
What?
yeah,
What's this we talk?
chicks love funny guys, right?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We.
Yeah.
What
I
do you
would
mean?
say Travis Kelce is also a handsome individual. Anytime,
fat head.
okay, sure. Anytime I want to grow up my facial hair, like which happens maybe once every 2 or 3 months, I'm
Okay.
like, yeah, I'll do it, and then I last 3 days. It's because I want to look like Travis Kelce's. I want that Travis Kelce beard. But lately, he's rocking the mustache.
I don't
Yeah.
like the stash look on him that
Me
much.
neither. I like
Plus
the beard
5
look on
speed?
him. Yeah, probably.
Or Taylor just lays down the law. You can't shave.
Mustache only.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Dolphins Eagles then. That was the other staple game.
Okay.
31-17 Eagles.
I thought it'd be closer.
I thought the Dolphins were going to straight up win
Uh-huh.
because I just don't think the Eagles are as scary as they used to be.
Did you lose money on it?
I actually didn't get my bets locked in for that one.
I'm happy the Dolphins lost, though. That helped me out. That made me feel better about the day. So, I can't complain.
Yeah. It wasn't a terrible game. It seemed like Miami was just moving slow, and their defense clearly sucks or isn't as good as they thought. But Jalen Ramsey's coming back next week.
I keep forgetting about that guy,
I don't think
man.
he's going to be that. Like, he's not going to be.
Yeah,
Say
me
this
thinks
every
no.
year.
Me
I
thinks
think,
no.
I think he's going to make a huge difference.
Really? Like, honestly? Like, truthfully? Like, you'll think he'll come in and he will change that defense from one way to another?
I think there will be less points scored against them. I think he adds a lot. It's not even just about him playing. It's also just him being there. Jalen Ramsey's a guy who, like, if I see him on the field and we're wearing the same jersey, I'm going to want to play better.
That's a fair point.
Oh, I thought you meant like same number too. I was like, what do you mean? Sorry, I was thinking about it logistically.
But a Kane was out.
Yeah.
So
Isn't
Isn't
it
it
a
a chain?
Chan?
Isn't it?
John,
thought it was
I
a
hear
chain.
so many different versions.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
It's funny because like he's a rookie, right? Like he was a late draft pick rookie this year. So the announcers like probably didn't expect to be saying his name all that much. And then he had that one game where he scored 4 touchdowns. So his name was said a lot. And then afterwards he was like, yeah, this is actually how my name's pronounced, by the way. It's a Chan or a chain. I don't know.
I don't even know what it is now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're only allowed to like be able to tell the broadcasters this is how you pronounce my name if you become good. Like for the longest time, they would pronounce Giannis like and it wasn't until
Is somebody got a gun in here?
So, like,
when the food's too hot?
you earn the right to get your name pronounced correctly. Now, prime time of last Sunday was
so sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, bro.
The Vikings
Yeah.
won. They beat the 49ers.
Wait, can I just want to backtrack to the Dolphins for 1 second.
Yes.
So, Robbie Chosen Anderson?
Yes.
The name on his jersey is Chosen.
Wait, on the back?
On the back of his jersey it says Chosen.
Is that his middle?
The
That
first
was
name.
he legally changed his name to Chosen Anderson.
So why is his first name on the back?
I don't know. He's not chosen for shit. He's a third string receiver group.
Yeah, no, he's a journeyman bum who
He's a
has
journeyman.
terrible hair, and I'm
Yeah.
surprised he's still in the league.
You ever seen Scary Movie? The first one? He looks like what's his name?
Shorty.
Shorty.
He
Yeah.
looks like Shorty.
Also, we were ripping on the Bills a bit earlier.
No.
We got a message from Kirby Sloan. Kirby said, "Come on, boys, if we're gonna rip on the Bills, I better hear Kyer Elam's name."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Kyer Elam is absolute dog. He's our first round pick from last year out of Florida, I'm pretty sure. Pick 24, cornerback. Buddy does not want to play defense, like at all. He had a horrible training camp through all last season when Trey White tore his ACL. He couldn't step up. This season again, Trey White tears his Achilles.
That's tough.
Who's not stepping up?
Yeah.
Kyrie Elam. He just looks dejected from our defense. Like he just doesn't. It almost he forgets what he's doing. Like when it was just like told to him. Like I can see Terrell Bernard in the back literally motioning to him to tell him who to go cover. Our linebacker, sorry.
Yeah.
And he just seems like after every play he does like that. Yeah. And I can't. He doesn't tackle. He doesn't run. Like he's just it's sad to see a pick like that go, or if we can't develop him, whatever it is. And it's a waste because like you look at guys we've taken in later rounds and now they're blossoming, but it's just annoying how our first round pick. Who do you mean who? Our second round guard this year, Osiris Torrance, has played I think our second most snaps and hasn't let us sack yet either.
Has Josh Allen blossomed?
Okay, so then we get back to this stuff, and then now
We'll go back to
Let's hop on
Miami, Philly for 1 second. I just
yeah.
want to read this out.
Yeah.
So this is wild. So team success. So Chase Claypool originally on the Bears. The Bears were 0-13 with him, and now they're 2-1 without him. The Dolphins are 0-1 with him, and they're 5-1 before. And the Steelers were 2-6 with him, and have been 11-4 since trading him.
I noticed that. I saw that stat.
That is insane.
Yeah.
He is 0 for 15 in the last 15 games he's played. I'm pretty sure the Bears told him to stay home 2 weeks in a row. Chase Claypool.
Crazy for a top 3 receiver, bro.
I mean, I feel like Canada is going to start to hate this guy. This guy sucks.
He should go play for the BC Lions, his hometown.
You think he'll come to the CFL?
He'll be a CFL star.
My dad
and
loves
they'll
Claypool.
milk him
Really?
so
He's a Notre
hard.
Dame guy, right?
Oh,
So like he played at Notre Dame.
your dad's Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Remember
But,
when Claypool was like losing? Never heard of her. He's heard of her.
Claypool's worst play was when he got up when they were losing, when it was the Steelers, and he got up and he literally goes on one knee, first down, Selly, and y'all, the clock's literally running on you, buddy, but
it
it's
was
okay.
like fourth quarter, less than a minute clock.
There's
was
like
running.
48 seconds, and you're celebrating a first
Yeah.
down.
And I swear that was a season when Mike Tomlin was struggling to go 500.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that game clearly mattered. Obviously, he still ended up going 500, but Mike Tomlin was probably like, you're hurting my record. You're hurting my record.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll segue into a new segment on the show.
Did you want to touch into the Vikings and Niners? And I
didn't say
interrupted
it.
you before. It's a Jordan Addison breakout game. He's going to give C.J. Stroud a run for his money in Rookie of the Year.
Jordan Addison is a beast. Probably is the best rookie wide receiver in the class next to Zay. And it's funny because those two were drafted before JSN and Quentin Johnston.
Mm-hmm.
And Quentin Johnston is
He's had a terrible season.
terrible.
Yeah.
JSN, I think he's all right. It's just depth chart. Tyler
Yeah,
Lockett,
he's going to be
DK.
overshadowed. Yeah.
He did catch his first touchdown last week, so kudos to that. Jordan Addison's the real deal, though.
Yeah.
And I
Addison's
think
the real
Justin
deal.
Jefferson, he's hurt right now, so he's looking because there was questions of if Justin Jefferson is going to stay with the Vikings because he didn't get the contract he wanted going into the season. He's like, oh, we'll talk about it after the season. So now that he's hurt, it's like, and Kirk's probably on his way out. So I think Jordan Addison's low-key playing really well, and it's convincing JJ to stay. That's a good wide receiver duo,
that's
and
a
if they
great
get
duo.
a guy
That's
from
a
the
gross
draft,
duo.
maybe Caleb Williams, Sam Hartman, even Drake May potentially, they could change their organization around. Maybe get back to where they were, which is losing a playoff game to the Giants.
Yeah.
But
was
Brock
Lockett.
Purdy got a concussion
Yeah.
in that game.
Was it in the game? I thought it was maybe in practice.
No, it
'cause
was
came
on- it
out
was on a
later in the
QB
week.
sneak.
It was the tush push.
It was a tush push.
No.
And some are saying that the 49ers are going to get the tush push removed now because Brock Purdy got injured.
No, you can't.
Really?
It wasn't. It was the defender's fault. Technically, it wasn't his fault, but literally when he goes over the shove, so obviously the shove, and so as soon as the quarterback Purdy fell over, and he was flat on his back, you see whoever the Minnesota defender was, literally helmet on helmet, rock him.
Ouch.
So yeah, it wasn't fun.
And Brock Purdy is not likely to start this week. It'll be Sam Darnold.
I thought it was confirmed that Darnold's coming in. Yeah,
I'd love to see. I really want to see Darnold ball out.
he's gonna play this weekend, so you'll
He's
see him
gonna
go
ball
crazy.
out. Who are they playing against?
49ers have.
The Bengals.
Oh yeah, it's a good game.
So it's a
Oh, yeah.
huge staple game
Yeah.
for both sides.
Yeah.
Can Joey B come back?
Off their bye week, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
bye week, and they start off the season slow. So every game is must win for Cincinnati, pretty much.
And this week it's 49ers. And who
then
they have next week?
It's the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So-
yeah.
Oh man, it is
Yeah.
us.
So
Yeah.
I think Kit, it was you saying the other day. I think it was you saying it that
No, we have the Bengals next week. We're Bengals. Are you saying about 49ers or Bengals?
The
What?
Bengals have 49ers, and then they're playing.
Oh,
the-
sorry. I was confused. I thought you were saying the Bengals, the 49ers have us. Or sorry, Bengals then us. I was like, I didn't think we play the 49ers.
Keep up, brother.
Yeah.
Keep up.
You were saying?
I was saying that you were saying that if the Bengals win both of those games, they're back.
100%. If
Yeah.
they win one of them, they're still back.
If they win one, they're back. If they win two, they're back.
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone want to say anything more about 49ers Vikings? Should we move on?
Oh, my dumbass picked up KJ Osborne in fantasy when JJ got hurt, and he got
I did
like
the same thing.
yeah,
I don't think it's horrible. You never know what could happen.
yeah. Well, the last few weeks I've known.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
We have a new segment. We are gonna do some gambling.
Yeah.
Ooh,
If you have a problem, call 1-800-HELP-A-GAMBLER.
yeah. Shout out Shane Pinto.
So pretty much how this is gonna work is we take the entire slate, and it'll be a snake draft. So I'll go first, then it'll go
That's my snake
Sam,
noise.
and then Phil.
Okay.
The only reason why we deciphered this order, we all got our midterms back. Phil got the lowest by far.
Percent.
Well, wait. What'd you get?
What did you guys get?
We got the same, and it was
97,
way
I
higher
think?
than
96,
yours.
97.
You got a 97.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Liam got that too.
I got an 87.
So that's
Oh,
the
that's
order. I will choose first. Sam choose second. Phil gets 2 picks. Goes back to Sam. I get 2. Sam gets 1. Phil gets the last.
Okay. And I have a spreadsheet. I'm gonna go to the spreadsheet.
You gonna write it in for
I'm
us?
Organized. What?
You gonna write it in for us too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you can only pick spread or over under.
Yeah, and we can't repick.
No. And
Yeah.
we can't have the same.
Yeah. No duplicate pick.
No
I have to
So-
stop coughing. If I don't stop coughing. Okay. Sorry.
So my first
Show.
pick. This is tough.
Show here's who I'm gonna pick.
So
first.
what do we? I think I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna go Jets -3 against Giants.
Okay.
Okay.
Jets.
That's a good pick.
Okay.
Like that spread's pretty low. I would be surprised if it was a close game just because the Giants. I like the Jets. I think they're a good team.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam will kick it off to you.
Sam.
I think this is a fairly easy one. I'm going Chiefs -7 against the Broncos.
It's a good
I
pick.
think that's kind of a gimme.
Good pick.
But it has to Taylor Swift has to be there because
It's in
then.
Denver.
Pardon me.
It's in Denver, is it not?
She'll be.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
she
it's
can
in Denver,
afford
and
the
last
trip.
time they played, it was pretty close.
I have no doubt.
The game?
Yeah.
Last time Denver and Kansas City played, that was Swift's first game, and then Kelsey got the touchdown at the end.
Well, yeah, when she's
No, it
there.
was the Bears. It was the Bears the
Yeah, it's
first
the
game.
Bears.
Oh, I guess it's your pick,
The
guys. Keep going.
close. No, what? Okay. Well,
Sorry,
we can't
sorry,
shit on
Swifties.
your pick.
My bad, shit.
This
My
is a
bad.
competition.
I haven't even
Swifties.
Has to do
finished
something great.
explaining it.
Just a bad pick. Sorry, we know ball.
I really don't think it's a bad pick. Chiefs
Okay.
-7 against the Broncos. If Taylor Swift is there, Kelsey's going to dominate. Because with Swift in attendance, Kelsey has 108 yards per game on average. Without her there, he has 46.5 per average. So, if she's there, he's going to ball out. Chiefs will easily be able to take care of business. Also, Liam said, if there's a tie at the end of the game, Taylor Swift and Ciara, what's her name? Russell Wilson's wife. Ciara, they have to have a sing-off at the end of the game if there's a tie.
That works.
Yeah.
That seems fair enough.
So Chiefs -7. Wait, and that's
Is it -7 or 7.5?
It's 7. I have 7.
I
too.
saw 7.
I had 7.
So I think.
Odds powered by
Wait,
FanDuel.
so
by the way,
I'm
thank
saying
you.
I think they're gonna win by at least 7, right?
The Chiefs have to win by 7 or more points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Easiest pick of my
Okay.
life.
All right, Phil.
You guys left me my top 2 picks, so I get to now go and pick these next 2 for free.
Okay, go on then. brother.
First one I'm taking is Vikings -1 versus the Packers.
Nice. Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
I don't like the Packers this year at all. I think they have no identity on offense, and I just think the Vikings are getting on a little bit of a roll right now, a little heat after the,
If that's how you
49ers game.
feel.
That's how I'm feeling right now. My second one, this is one I was debating more, but I'm leaning more towards Texans -3 versus the Panthers. I like the first 2 pick overall, showdown.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Rookie
fun.
versus-
I just think that
Wait.
CJ Stroud and the Texans are a better team than the Panthers.
Are you locking that in?
I'm locking both those
Okay,
in.
you're
yeah.
locking that in.
I
I get-
mean, he just sold for 2 reasons. One, everyone knows Green Bay's due to have a comeback game. What makes better sense than a divisional rival? 2, Carolina had such a good lead against Miami. They were up like 14-0 when they played.
Yeah, in the first quarter, you're right.
Yeah,
It's fine. We'll
terrible picks.
No problem. You
Sam,
got-
what's yours?
My second pick is I have Titans covering the spread against the Falcons. It's +3.
Okay.
And here's why. Derrick Henry knows he's on his way out, so he needs to up his trade value. So he needs to go crazy this week. And because what's his name? Spencer?
Desmond.
Why do I keep... I've historically said Spencer.
There's a Spencer Rattler in college right now, but it's Desmond Ritter in the NFL.
Yeah, okay. Desmond Ritter has shown he's clearly not the guy.
Yeah.
He had a great week last week, actually.
So all it takes for you is just one good week to be an NFL quarterback.
Yeah,
huh?
he fumbled in the end zone.
When it's one game a week, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I have Titans +3.
Okay. I am going to lock in Bengals +3.5 against the 49ers. Mortal lock.
Bengals.
Super confident.
You're not
That's
a
a
good
trap game
mortal
for me.
lock guy.
I know.
Yeah.
Really not.
You're historically bad with mortal
Yeah,
locks.
I know.
You lost a
And,
lot of people money last week when you said, I love the Rams.
I know.
I love the Rams. I love the Packers. Yeah, go
I don't
on,
feel
though.
good about myself. It's hard to look in the mirror sometimes, okay?
We barely have a mirror at home.
That's true.
Yeah, anyway, go on.
And then my last pick, I'm liking Bucks +9.5 tonight.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, my 3 to reiterate is Jets -3, Bengals +3.5, and Bucks +9.5. Those
Okay.
are my picks.
Okay.
Sam, what is your last pick?
Ski.
What a ski.
Yeah. But, dude, did you see that TikTok where the guy was like, you know those bikes that bring you around the city?
Like actual like Toronto bikes? Like you mean that? Like,
I don't know if it was Toronto. It was
Oh.
another city. But
like the ones that you can like rent?
no. Where someone is like biking and you're
Oh,
sitting in
and
the
like
back.
the taxi bikes.
Yeah, the
yes,
taxi
yes,
bikes.
yes.
Bro, and this guy, there was a speaker on the bike and it was playing ski, whatever the ski.
Sexy red.
And he was doing the medieval ski.
No.
Ski. It was so funny. So, my lungs are giving out. What's my last pick? Oh, yeah, Bears cover the spread 9 points against the Chargers. Herbert has the most losses among active quarterbacks since being drafted in 2020 with 28 losses. Thank you very much. If Fields stays hurt, Tyson Bagent,
1-0 as a starter.
1-0 as a starter, has a sleeve, has long hair, kind of like, everything I have. He's going to cook again. Dante Foreman came out of nowhere, got 3 touchdowns. And he was on my fantasy bench, which is great. He put up 33 points. So I think that the Bears are going to cover the spread against the Chargers. And in terms of Justin Fields, Liam says, hope he gets healthy because Liam has him in fantasy and he's lost the last 3 weeks. So my third and final pick, I almost coughed again, boys, but I held it in. My third and final pick is Bears +9 against the Chargers. For those of you listening who don't know what cover spread, all that stuff means, let me explain it in baby terms, because I'm still a baby learning. The Bears are +9 against the Chargers, which means in order to cover that spread of +9, they have to lose by
Babies don't swear.
poop. But they have to lose by no more than 9 points.
There you go. That was pretty
Correct. Lose within 9 or flat out win the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Over under is the combination of both the team's points
Yes.
over a margin, usually around 40.
Yes, those are the rules of the game.
And yeah.
good. My last pick?
Yes, sir.
Now, I don't usually like taking +2.5 underdogs because I think +3 is a lot safer. But
So you're scared of
I'm going to take it
taking
anyways, but I
risks?
kind of have to. I always think there's going to be like
This
one
isn't
upset.
saying I'm going to take a risk, so if I lose, we all know why.
No, but it's a low spread. So I'm taking the Steelers to cover 2.5 over the Jags at home.
Whoa.
Steelers defense, Heinz Field, 1 o'clock. They're
Whoa.
pumping.
You don't know ball.
It's okay. It's fine. It's week 1 and it's fine. It's
I-
okay. It's cute.
I
I
think-
I really hope the Bills cover by 10 tonight just so he's already losing before the weekend even
Fair.
starts.
I think if we had to pick every week like the most dangerous pick, I would say that is the most
I think the most
pick.
dangerous pick was his 49ers Bengals because we don't know anything about Darnold.
Trusting Joe Burr.
Yeah.
And the Bengals have been
They're
bad
on
for
a
now.
bye week, though. I'm hoping the boys come out strong.
That whole offseason they didn't come out strong. That's your point.
It's crazy to me that you're talking about a
division rival like that. Like
No,
seriously.
okay, here the thing. Oh, first of all, money is blinding. So when you put money on it, you got to look at it differently. Like good teams win, great teams cover. I'm trying to make money. Obviously, I hate Joe Burrow, but I'm not going to hate him on Sunday.
I don't get that, bro. I'm never like, you know what? I don't mind Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
today.
literally, dude.
Like,
Yeah,
And
because
whenever I have something good about Tua,
I
please.
have a
because you have money on the line.
financial like attachment to this game.
You have more of an attachment to gambling than to your own team.
Think about that. I would look in the mirror about
He
that
hesitated.
No.
He hesitated.
No, okay.
He had this tiny inner monologue. Do I? Wait, maybe I do.
I can do what I want. I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
You are grown too.
Who said I wasn't?
So you should be you're more grown than us. So by that fact, you should be able to say, hey, man, these guys can do whatever the hell they want.
You really said, "Oh man, you older than us."
Yeah, I know I'm older than y'all, man. That's not my identity. My identity is I like fresh fruit and maybe a cup of coffee. That's my identity. Do you know how much caffeine I've had today? I woke up, double shot of espresso, up down the street, and then I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it.
Get
Okay,
this
he'll
guy
come back.
coffee.
No.
I'll take a coffee. I will gladly have another. Yeah, then I had a black coffee somewhere before class.
Okay.
Then I had a cappuccino from Balzac's. And then we just went and ate some lunch right now, and I had a black coffee. And I'll probably have another one later today.
It's a lot of coffee.
What?
That's a lot of coffee.
It's a lot of coffee.
Like a lot of coffee.
I have more coffee than I have meals in a day.
You think you drink more coffee than water?
No.
Switching a kit. Sorry, guys, for the camera.
No.
No?
I don't think so, no.
Bets placed.
What bets did you place? Read it out to the class.
Yeah, read it out.
It's for Thursday Night Football.
Ski!
Phil actually assisted in some of the crafting, so if it doesn't hit.
Oh, so I'm just as okay, cool.
Under 43.5, that is guaranteed. That's the most confident leg. Dalton Kincaid, anytime touchdown. Knox isn't playing, and Phil said that Kincaid's that guy. So I'm all part of tight end you.
That's a very inconspicuous thing to say, though, because I haven't seen Kincaid ball out all that much yet.
Really?
Have I watched a Bills
This guy's
game?
clearly not
One.
Bills Mafia.
I'm not Bills Mafia.
You watched one
clearly-
Bills game, and it was against the Giants. And you know what's funny? He didn't even play that game.
See, I haven't seen him ball out, so
But he had a
I
good week
literally
last-
rest
He had
my
a
case.
great week last week against the Patriots.
I had a good week last week too. I got all my homework done, and I hung out with Kit on the weekend, and we watched football. And he got drunk.
Dalton Kincaid over 3.5 catches, and then James Cook 40 yards.
Let him cook.
James Cook's better than his brother.
James Cook is better than his brother. Right now he is.
which
All
is
time he's not, but right now he is.
Never would have saw that coming.
Jimbo, I love James.
So we are all in a fantasy football league.
are?
It's
That's
going.
you can read this. You can read the records and stuff. Who's
It's
doing?
going well for some of us. It's going all right for others, and it's going terribly for one of us.
Yeah, it's me, guys. It's me.
It might be me.
No, some black maintenant, tabarnak.
Phil is playing well now.
I'm playing lights out. I'm not just playing well. I am playing lights out. I'm 6-1. I beat the guy who's allegedly in first place right now. It makes no sense to me how I beat him head to head and he still is in front of me. We have the same record and I beat him. So that doesn't make
Here's
any
the
sense to me
thing.
at all.
To just humble Phil, he has an okay team. I'm not gonna say it's great. The record doesn't match the stats because his points against are by far the lowest, which means everyone just has their worst week against them, which doesn't mean Phil is this like genius football like connoisseur. It's just everyone just is super unlucky against you.
I think it's just you're saying that because you are in like second last place, and I did just beat you last week, so it's hard
I'm
to
third
look.
last
it's-
on a 4-game
okay.
losing streak.
And I'm
actually.
fourth last.
There you go. You guys are killing it, huh?
But my thing is Justin Jefferson, who was drafted 1-1, he's hurt. So
But see, the reason I'm
I
giving
can
this back to
lean
you
into
now is because like the second we drafted these teams, you came up to me and said, "Oh, dude, your
'Cause
team's
your team is not
trash.
good.
Your
Your
team
team's
is
not
not
good.
good." And I beat him by
healthiest teams win.
55 points last week. You know how crazy that is?
Who?
This man right here.
He scored 55 points?
No, I beat him by like 55.
Oh, man.
I mean, like everyone is hurt.
You have one person in your IR.
Yeah, sorry. The most important person, Justin Fields as well. Can't put two people in IR in this league, Commissioner, please. But no, when your number one guy goes down, who drops 20 every week, of course you're bound to get some setbacks.
Yeah, but I beat you by more than 20.
But
So then what's
I've
the
been
point?
working on the waiver wire. Just got Baltimore Ravens defense. The fact that it was available, I know people are gonna think this is like a 4-man league. And then I got D-Hop, Dustin Hopkins,
No.
the real one, the kicker, not DeAndre.
Oh, wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I got the kicker for the Browns, who had like 5 50-yarders in the last like 2 games.
Darn.
Yeah, he's good. So that's how my fantasy's going. How would you guys describe yours?
Well, I'm not doing all that hot in our league. I also have a league with my co-workers at as a Toroni, and I think it was good, man. Last week I was in second place, and then I dropped this week. I lost. Why did I drop? There was one player who just ruined me this past week.
He ruined me. He ruined me.
Okay, I don't need all that. Oh, it was Calvin Ridley, dude. He got 1.5 fantasy points.
Yeah, no, Calvin Ridley needs to be studied. A lot of people thought they like fleeced their leagues, and Calvin Ridley fleeced everyone who drafted him because he sucks.
If he wants us to frame his jersey for this show, he's got to like pick it up.
He's got to pop off.
Anyway, yeah. And I also picked up Latavius Murray.
His production does surprise me. I never actually saw this coming. I thought he was going to come at the gates booming. And
He did though a little bit. Ridley came out popping. Everyone's like, "Oh, this is the Ridley that we thought we were going to see in Atlanta."
But I'm talking like noticeably comeback player of the year.
Yeah, no.
Which I don't think the NFL would award him even if he was playing great, because I don't think they would reward gambling.
Yeah.
What happened to freedom? But yeah, no, I thought he would be a lot better.
Yeah.
Still great for the team though, and
Like, I'm not going to complain if my team
I
had
think
Calvin Ridley.
I think he's going to come around. But
I hope so.
How's your fantasy going then?
I'm okay. I mean, I'm only in our league right now, so I mean, I don't know what team you're talking about is bad, but 6-1, second place. I beat the guy in first place.
Lowest points.
I drafted
He's not
last
saying
in our
you're-
league.
Yes, but he's not saying you're bad. He's saying that teams have their worst games against you.
Yeah.
That's just subjectively objective, you know.
No, it's stats. There's
Okay.
a points for and
Nice
points
plug.
against.
Did you not hear the plug?
I know
just
you
did
didn't
right
like that
there?
one, huh?
I think you also got it wrong.
I don't care about the plug. I hate
I?
that show.
Yeah, did you say subjectively objective?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that not what I said?
No,
No, it's objectively subjective, okay?
It's a bit of a tongue twister.
Objectively, you're wrong, and subjectively, you're wrong about your objective take of how good your fantasy football team is.
That would have been a better diss if the second part of the sentence wasn't so damn long.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You really had it till like you started talking,
Bro, I had
no?
to hit the word count.
You guys are ruthless.
Okay,
Let's talk Thursday Night Football.
before we get to Thursday Night Football, we were talking about comebacks.
Comeback
like,
player of the year?
No, not comeback. Like much earlier. Like it would have been the perfect time to talk about it earlier. But I'm gonna get into it now. You guys know Blake Martinez, the linebacker. He was a linebacker for the Packers, linebacker for the Giants. He retired last year because he sold a Pokemon card
Oh, yeah.
for like over $1 million.
Now the Pokemon card jotted the memory.
And then it came out today. He's trying to make a comeback to the NFL because he was banned from the site that he sold Pokemon cards on for scamming people. So
Nice.
this guy sold a huge ticket Pokemon card, made over $1 million. He's like, oh, I don't need football anymore. Starts selling all these Pokemon cards, starts scamming people for these cards, gets kicked off the site entirely. So now he can't like have his business and sell his cards. So he's trying to come back to the NFL. He has a try with the Panthers. Can you imagine that? That's so weird.
But how long was the layoff between? Like, how long did he retire?
He was retired for one
So
season.
1 season. So he played 2 years ago.
I think he retired. It might have been early last season or during the previous season. The last team he played for was the Raiders, and then he sold that card for over $1 million.
You're telling me he left the big leagues to go sell Pokemon cards to not only not sell them but to scam,
To scam people.
and now he wants to come back.
And I was like,
Okay.
Scammer be scammed. I'm on his side. So I think the fact that he's a young hustler shows that he puts in the work, and I think the Bills clearly could use him.
yeah, well, he's not trying out with the Bills.
We don't need him. We don't need him. We don't need a linebacker.
Hey, coach, I'll give you this Squirtle if you let me
Yeah,
play.
imagine that.
It's a cool story though, but I find like NFL players are just super weird now. Remember when like OBJ did it, but like other people like, oh, let me get my salary paid in Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, stop trying to do too much, man. And all that stuff tanked anyways. Like I think like by the time the season ended, OBJ was making like $3 million.
Was it that less because of everything like crashed?
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
it's probably.
I don't know what the
fine
math
now,
was, but-
Did you guys ever get into crypto?
No.
That surprises me.
Yeah, you really? I thought you would out of like.
No, I followed it to like make fun of it, if that makes sense. I think all that stuff's like, especially like NFTs, like it's all
Yeah, NFTs,
garbage.
I don't know,
Yeah.
foreign.
And I love hearing a professor, I'll just say Laurel,
Yeah.
talk about it. I think it's really cool the way she describes it. But we'll talk about Thursday Night Football quickly. So we have Bills-Bucks, okay? What are you looking for in this game?
Honestly, a win. I'll take a win in any shape, way, or form at this point
That's a good way to put
in
it.
our year.
That's a good
But
way
I'm
to-
looking for specifically like any sort of offensive consistency. I like to go on the field and kind of like have a little bit of hope that we can drive the ball, not more of like a prayer, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like it's just sad to see like the things that we do are working, and then we get away from throwing the ball to a guy like Diggs, or getting away from the run, a guy like James Cook, and giving the ball off to. I love Latavius Murray, and Damian Harris before he got injured too. But like you look at a guy like James Cook, who's now averaging the highest he's ever averaged in his career so far. I mean, he's only playing 2 years, but compared to last year, the numbers are astronomically different as a backup back towards now as a starter, and like it just. I don't know. You got to get Josh more involved in the offense somehow. Like he's got to be more of a mobile quarterback. You can't make
What
him the
does that
perfect passer.
mean,
Because
man?
okay, so I'll
you
explain
gotta
it to
get
you.
the quarterback more involved in the offense.
I'll mean this in a way. Every year that Josh has, since he's been drafted, he's averaged over 6 yards a carry, or 6 yards a rush.
Right.
Josh. This year now he's averaging 4.1. So what that means to me at least is that if teams are less afraid of him running the ball and he's averaging less yards, it does take away from the offense of the being able to throw the ball and be able to sling it. Like that's his thing. His thing is making the passes that other guys can't make. And listen, like I'm okay with him slinging the ball 40 times a game if we're scoring 40 points, and if he throws 2 picks, but we win the game and he made a throw that other quarterbacks aren't making, I'll take Josh over anyone in the
So
league
do you
every
want him
day.
to run more? No.
I want Josh to run more. Yes.
I work with a bunch of retired cops in the summer, and they all have like that old head take of like, oh, he runs too much. He runs too much. I agree with you. I think he should run more.
He should be more involved with
Anyone who hates QBs who run are just losers.
No, like you
or
look
old.
at. I'm just saying, but compare yourself to a guy like Lamar. The Ravens have the most, I think, two-way dynamic quarterback in the league because his legs are such a threat. And sure, we can make the argument that he can't throw the ball as well as other quarterbacks, but he can, and he's proven it too. I'm a Lamar hater. Every time we play the Ravens, I say I'm not scared of your running back, but listen, I'm scared of your running back there. I'm not gonna lie. But that's my
insane.
point.
What about you? What are you looking forward to?
Tonight,
Yeah.
I want to see Baker compete. I want to see Baker prove that he can be the Bucs guy, and that he can keep up with a good team, like the Bills.
Yeah. You think Mike Evans goes off tonight?
I mean, given what we've heard about the Bills secondary, yeah, you're probably gonna put what's his name? What's his name? Phil, what's your DB's name?
Elam?
Yeah, like are they gonna put him on Evans tonight?
No, they'll probably put Dane Jackson on him tonight. Dane or I don't know if Benford's playing, but Dane's probably our CB1 right now.
I think Mike Evans will have a solid game.
It's pretty fair to say though that this will be a close game. I think.
I hope
Both
no.
teams
I don't.
recently have been clawing to get all their last wins.
Great verbiage, clawing. I like that.
The
It's
only,
true though,
but
like,
it's in
they're not-
Buffalo,
no
so we
one's
got to
winning
remember
by a
that it's a
large margin.
Thursday night and in Buffalo. And if there's one thing the Bills come up to do is they play in primetime games. I think the Bills are 8-1 in their last 9 primetime games.
Sacre bleu.
I have a final score of 22-16. That's kind of
That's
where
too close.
For who? For who?
for Buffalo.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's where I'm at. I think it's going to be a slow game. I don't think we're going to see the ball moving a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if both teams run a lot. So I don't see Josh Allen coming out guns blazing, slinging it right away.
That's a fair
I
point.
think it'll be a close game. Bills win and low scoring. Very slow game.
I want to see a close game.
I want to see a win. I don't care how we win. I just
Yeah,
don't want to be
that's
like,
true,
I just
yeah.
don't want to. I can't go another week with a loss. It ruins my whole week. I can't do it. This team is, I can't do it, dude. It's sad.
Yeah, no. I don't even know what it's like to have a primetime game. Both of you guys know what it's like.
We've
I don't
had
know
two,
why
yeah.
the Ravens keep getting played at 1 p.m.
Dude, the Bills have a
7 weeks in a row.
The Bills have a 1 o'clock game, I think, until week 15 now.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. Look at our schedule. We play primetime today. And we play Sunday night next Sunday. And then I think we're like 4:25, 4:25, 4:05, 4:25. Another prime time. And then 1 o'clock is like our second last game or something like that.
That's really weird.
This is a hot take. It's my last hot take. I don't think the Bills fans are even confident in themselves of if the Bills are going to win, only because tickets are going for nothing
No.
at this game.
No.
Where are
Whoa.
they? Where are they?
$60 front row, 50-yard line.
Damn, you guys in for a road trip?
$90 US 100 section it was section 116 row 8 is what they were going for 2 hours ago in class when my father texted me saying, look at these tickets. Tickets for every event drop on the same day, especially on game day.
I just think people are losing.
Okay,
losing
and we're
faith.
doing this.
I don't know if that's
All
a
right,
hot
if you say
take.
so. If you say
Yeah,
so.
when we see it, when you watch it and it's sold out stadium. Yeah, you're right.
Well, thank you to everyone for listening to the first episode of season 3 of
Thank you.
Another Football Show.
The premiere.
From everyone here, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Until next time. So
Next
long, just a
Thursday.
while.
Yeah. I guess that was that.